Are we live? It says I'm live. Are we live? It is January 12th, 2020. It is 2020. We are 1/5 of the way into the 21st century, and by God, I hope we stop calling it 2020. I hope we're far enough into this goddamn century, this millennia even, that we can stop saying 2000 in front of the year. It is 2020. How does the 21st century feel so far? We're literally 1/5 of the way into it. We're in it. There's no more beginning. This is in it. This is like the middle. You know, we've had our introduction. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's holidays and the first like week and a half of the year? How's that been going for y'all? What's 2020 looking like for you? What are your resolutions? Let's put me up on screen. I'm here now. Oh wait, there's my I don't need that. Where is that? Logic? No. Let's put that up. Fuck. I don't have chat up. Got to see several cats. Nice. Been organizing my closet. Nice. My room has gotten. I cleaned so much shit like right before New Year's. I had everything looking really neat, and then I helped clean out some apartments and then stole some stuff and I haven't had the time to ruffle through it, and there's a chance I might be moving again soon, just to another like apartment in the building. But my mic is kind of quiet. Yeah, I my headphones are turned up really high, so let me adjust for that. There we go. That should be better. Uh, got my speakers maxed out. Okay, here we go. It has not been going well. I'm sorry to hear that. Failed an exam. I'm sorry. You know, the thing with tests, the thing with school, is that I would gamify shit, you know? Like, you play Pokemon, you go see a fucking gym leader, and you know, like, fucking what needs to be, like, what you need, what Pokemon you need that are, like, fucking stronger against, like, whatever type that is. And, like, if you know, like, you know, what that fucking trainer has, you can, like, bring, like, different Pokemon in your team, like, out front first, figure that out. You can grind different things before you get there and do all that shit. Life is like that. You just gotta figure out, like, oh fuck, if I put like a little more time, like, just doing these specific, because that's the thing about the education system, it's all gamified. It's all very particular. You just have to pay attention to a few very specific things that they want to get across to you for like testing. So I wish you luck with making up with that. My voice is doubled up. That's probably because of that. Okay. All right. Audio fixed. God. Right. So. Saw cats. Had a phenomenal time. Wish I'd been high. That's valid. So, I have ideas for this stream. Where is it? And you may have seen it in the tweet. I want to do something where I recreate basically every production element that I would need to do the sort of music and the way that I arrange it, and then talk about those things individually. Just to, you know, start from scratch, like, myself, and figure out, like, you know, what my necessities are, in terms of, like, music. Another is to build my template file. Like, the main thing is to build up, like, another template file. So if I start a thing, I can just do a demo, and it sounds like something I would do, and I don't have to try very hard, to, like, you know, be very particular right off the bat. The other thing I want to do is just explain different parts of music production, the process. I'm going to get rid of that noise. I don't need that. Yeah, the other thing I'm going to do is explain music production and how all of these things fit into it. This is going to be all really bare bones stuff. I'm gonna do like all the drums I'm gonna fucking beatbox. I'm gonna beatbox all of the drum samples that I would need. And then run them through the thing that affects them, and then build up a Logic-specific template with that thing. I'm going to do a couple bass patches with synths and maybe a bass sample and stretch that into something if I can figure that out. I'm going to do some bells and chips and stuff, you know, like little chiptune kind of chimes and stuff that you can arpeggiate over things. And then I'm going to do like warm pads and find like a good patch set of just like warm, you know, stuff I can fade in and out. You know, like big swelling strings and big swelling, like, you know, choirs and stuff like that. That general niche. I'm going to make a synth that fits that. And then I want to make a new guitar lead patch and a new synth lead patch. Or a couple, maybe more than one synth lead patch. But that's going to be... If I can get through all those things, I will have a whole like set of template stuff, and I might offer it for like patrons on the archive if I can get it, you know, organized enough. So let's start from scratch. Welcome, Jakaris, or Jasaris. I'm not sure what... In general, my New Year's resolution is to stop saying yes to what people ask of me, even if I enjoy helping people. That is really important. I've been thinking about that. You know, like, we all have, like, a certain amount of energy. We all have a certain amount of, like, time that we can spend putting toward different things. And, like, it is good to, like, help people out, when you can. But you do have to recognize, like, when your own, like, resources are running low, or when you've been, like, not letting yourself, like, decompress or process things. And, like, that... you do have to stand up for yourself and just, like, back off every once in a while. Jasaris. Okay. Interesting. Okay. But before I get into, doing this whole template file thing... I want to mess around a little bit. A little bit more of that. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Okay, I got this. Here we go. Notice that jacket. Oh yeah, this is the jacket from the Here and Now video. That's right. That was 2 years ago now. Or almost 2 years ago. Let's see. Anyway.
That's that jacket.
Oh. Oh yeah, this is the jacket from the Here and Now.
No. Can't believe that happened. Can't believe I allowed that to happen. Okay.
Hat is cool too. Yeah, I actually have 2 of these. I bought another one that was just like this. I thought it was going to be slightly better quality, but it ended up being the same thing. They were both Bluetooth headsets, and I do not have the Bluetooth electronics in this one right now. But that used to be what I do. Is like I just hang out in my room and have a Bluetooth headset on, and then just like sit in Discord calls all day and just fuck around and just like talk to people. You should read Etc.verse, because there's a character that's just like inspired by that phase in my life. But let's what's going on here? All right. Fuck. I just wanna. Whoa. There we go. I don't need that. That can go. Here we go. There we go. Another day, another pay. Aches move from my bones to my brain. Let stress follow me to my bed. Deep set restlessness. I sit on down and through with roughing it. What to do when new meds ain't cutting it? They say to rearrange my ways, but I gotta work hard, so I take hard breaks. And I got my peace of mind. I get to sleep alright. I don't need nothing. I already smoke. I'm unmixed. Oh, I had this all set up, and someone told me to turn my mic up. Fuck. This happens. There we go. Another day, another pay. Aches move from my bones to my brain. I let stress follow me to my bed. My deep set restlessness. I sit down, don't through roughing it. What to do when new meds ain't cutting it? They say to rearrange my ways, but I gotta work hard, so I take hard breaks. And I got my peace of mind. I get to sleep alright. I don't need nothing. I ain't already smoked. I'm feeling the vapors. You burn and breathe through paper. Return and leave for later. It's been there since I woke. There's something off about the way I operate. I've had enough of how they say to medicate. But I got magic in my body chemistry. I got my herbal remedies. I get through my day by day with herbal remedies. I get through my day by day with herbal remedies. Upright and breathing, sometimes it's more like a month and even all night up from the fright for real. All locked up trying to fight the feeling. I've awoken, I hope I'm open to. Figured out how to cope, how I wanna. Conform folks to invoke a joke or two. It's dope, can folks smoke in the pronto. I got my peace of mind. I get to sleep alright. I don't need nothing, I already smoked. I'm in the vapors. You burn and breathe through paper. Return and leave for later. It's been there since I woke. There's something off about the way I operate. I've had enough of how they say to medicate. But I got magic in my body chemistry.
I got my herbal remedies. I get through my day by day. Damn. On the clouds I'm floating in. Yeah, beat slows until you go again. And you're chasing the dragon I've long awoken in. Said you've got your ticket prize, now turn your tokens in. Yeah, I got my peace of mind. I get to sleep alright. I don't need nothing I ain't already smoked. I'm feeling the vapors. You burn and breathe through paper. Return and leave for later. It's been there since I woke. There's something off about operate. Say to medicate. Stray remedies. Yeah. I get through my day by day with herbal remedies. I get through my day by day with herbal remedies. Okay, that was okay. God. Wow. Okay. Had to prove I could do that. Can't believe that. I rehearsed that like 3 times. Delayed the stream to rehearse that like 3 times. Cool. Speaking about music videos, I remember you earlier in late 2019 tweeting about a video shoot. Yeah, that is not mine. That is my friend Matt Denotive, who did the Bite Me remix. That's one of his songs, and I was out in Minneapolis for a bit, shooting stuff for that. I'm not editing that video, so I don't know what the trajectory is, so I can't really say more than that, but okay. Alright. So, I'm just, right now, I'm just sitting here playing guitar, because it's Sunday. But here's the plan. There's a thing in Logic called Ultrabeat. And, basically, there's Ultrabeat, there's Ultrabeat, and then there's the Drum Machine Designer. Ultrabeat is a, I'm gonna pull it up in a bit, but it's a plugin with a lot of features, and you can put your own samples into it and basically set it up like a drum kit. And Drum Machine is a way to take all of the extra effects that you're sending it to, and all of the extra like controls that you give these things, and have them available in like one like plugin window basically.
So. Welcome, Haley. Before I get into that, I honestly want to make a new guitar patch. Because that was one of the things on my list, and since I have a guitar, I might as well do that before I put the guitar down. So right now, this is just the patch Summer Lead, which I think it was...
Getting pretty sick of the cold. Like the sun has gotten pretty old. Something's telling me that summer's coming early.
So yeah, this is that patch. Okay. So, basically, what I want to do, there's this sound that I kind of like for lead guitar when you have, this angle is really fucking, it's really off. I don't like that. It's all Dutch angly and shit. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the patch from Summer's Coming Early. What I want to do is make this more lead centric. I'm gonna put in a pedal board in here. I'm actually gonna, let me bring back the screen. Oh, no, not that. That's the wrong screen. Let me change the screens. Okay, this screen. So, I'm real small. That's fine. So, yeah, let's add in a pedal board. So, amps and pedals. This is just Logic's own built-in stuff, but, you know, it's good enough for what I need to add guitars to. Let's see. Squash compressor. I don't really want a compressor. I want, give me an octaver. I don't like that. I kind of want a lower octave. Okay, okay, oh, that's insane. I don't want any octave too. Just... Okay. Yeah, that's pretty okay. I like that. See, that's got a little bit of thickness to it. About 30%. Okay, now I can't hear it. So somewhere between 30 and 40. Hello, Saxon. Happy late New Year's. Alright. Let's go back down to 30. And then let's take it away. Now with it. That's actually... Okay, I like that. I like that being that subtle, actually. Maybe like a little... Maybe like 31. Let's do... Okay, high drive is usually what I use with the orange, because, with the orange you can kind of have, like, a little bit of the pluckiness of the guitar come through, and I like that, but, you can't really get, like, a hard drive with that effect, and so I like having this treble booster. Which kind of distorts some of that pluckiness. Yeah. Okay. Gotta make dinner. See you soon. Have fun. Cooking. Okay, so I like this. I'm gonna keep the amp orange. Let's go with a small orange. No, I don't like that. Big orange. Let's move the mic right up there. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, there's something there. Let's bring this bass cut down a little bit. Welcome, Mars. That's fine. You're not missing too much. Alright. I don't really want to do much else. Let's scoop the mids a little bit. Let's turn the master all the way up and the presence down a little bit. Ah. Okay, had to do that. Alright. Ugh. I realized something about minor is that, like, there's a really dominant, like, 7 in minor. This is just an aside, but you really want to end chord progressions on A if you're in B, you know? Like, and it just pulls up. Not, like, kind of not really in the way that, like, because there's, like, a structure to the pull-up. You know? Where was I? I was doing guitar stuff. Because basically minor is based on the 6th. It's the Aeolian mode of the major scale. So like that basically A is 5. As far as like, fuck, what is B's relative minor? A relative major. D? Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense, yeah. Okay. Jumped in, but something sounding good. Yeah, I'm just messing with guitar patches right now. Let's give this a little bit of reverb. Okay, so reverb all the way off. All right, and then with reverb up all the way. All right, let's see, halfway. All right, let's try like a quarter of the way. Fuck. Alright, there's different reverb. Let's try rich reverb. All the way up, rich reverb. Okay, let's try halfway. Let's test them all at halfway. Alright, that's rich. What's warm? Sweet. It's pretty open. How about, let's see, these are all springs. Resonant spring. I kind of like that. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna only add a little bit of it. So there's also effects. I might also like make a patch thing so I can turn that on and off. That's heavy. Okay, so there's yeah, sync this.
There we go.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. God, I had to do that joke. First Wonderwall 2020. Yeah, let's make that a meme. I'm just gonna find ways to start playing Wonderwall. Alright. So maybe... Knew that was gonna happen. Oh god. So, this is a tremolo. We can also go vibrato. I don't really know what that's doing. It's making it all wobbly. Let's crank that. There we go. I'm underwater. I like that. Okay, let's see. What if it was real slow? Okay, that's really obnoxious. I like that. Okay. Alright, we found the magic,
I'm not gonna do 500 beats a minute. That's absurd. That's just that dick measuring contest shit, and I don't like doing that. I don't need to do crazy fast shit or crazy innovative shit. I just like to have fun. I like to have fun, and I like to do stuff. I like to have fun, like, in the process. And, like, ending up with stuff that, like, people can't... Like, to fucking... How many people would have guessed that I beatboxed the production... Or that I beatboxed the percussion in, Elemental? Because, like, all those... the main, like... There's extra, like, you know, samples from other stuff that I've done that are strewn throughout it, but the core like percussion is actually just me going, you know, and just affecting that shit. And that was fun. It didn't sound like beatboxing at all at the end because it didn't fucking have to. Do you like writing lyrics or creating the music itself more? It's all the same. Yeah, if you go back to the full streams where I record Elemental, I'll have to find what dates that was. But there's video of me on stream just fucking like into the fucking mic. It's really fucking affected. Like I took the and like the snares and just filled them with noise and distorted the fuck out of them. That's what I'm gonna talk to you. That's what I'm gonna talk to you about today. Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna save this patch. I'm gonna, make a new... Let's see. Let's save in patches. Save. Alright, I'm gonna make a new thing. I'm gonna call it Case 2020. Patches. Alright. And I'm gonna name this, I need a lead name for this. Because the only two things I can think are wet and thick, and I don't want to name it that. Thick lead. I gotta think about this. I know. I know. It's gotta have something to do with oranges. I know. Case 2020 patches. No. Juicy Citrus Lead. That's what I'm gonna name it. Juicy Citrus Lead.
That's what we get. Zesty lead. Zesty is also... this is not quite zesty. It's more juicy. Citrosity. That sounds like a Halo medal. Citrosity. Alright, so we have our first patch. Let's get into beatboxing an entire fucking drum library. Let's do that. You may be familiar that I did a... Okay, there we go. So, you guys might be familiar with a beatboxing conlang that I started working on, like, earlier this year. And the idea was that you can sort of classify drum sounds by, like, their phonemic content and create a language that's more so notation of different, like kind of signals rather than language, and building from those patterns into something linguistically eventually. It is nowhere near I still have no clue how that shit works syntactically. I make up stuff when I have to use it for etc. reverse. We're gonna figure out a system for this eventually. I don't fucking know, but I do know that you can basically you can think of all drum sounds as being sort of letters in a musical percussive alphabet. Consonants, the way that we recognize them and the way that we process them, are really just organized beatboxing. Our voices are a bass line, a fundamental frequency, a song, and we're just sort of beatboxing along with it. And it's a really coordinated thing. Talking is actually, there's a whole lot fucking going on here. But music is about each of those elements taken to further extremes. So all of our P and B and V sounds, those get turned into, lower representations of p, b, like v, like that kind of stuff. Same thing with K and ch, getting turned into like k, ch, k. All of these sounds are just extensions of what we're used to hearing in our own sort of rhythmic palette. And so we can create them by starting with our own linguistic sounds, our own... we can start it by using our... We can start... Let me start over. Start the sentence over. Let me drink some tea. So before even getting into synths or how any of that works, a good place to start would be to start with your mouth sounds and then see how you can extend those into being drum samples. So let's start with that. And let's start a new track in here. Alright, these cables are like really in the way. Alright, I had like a checklist up. Let me pull up that so I can make sure I know all the stuff I gotta get through. There's that. Where's the YouTube? Don't see it. Whatever. So, let's make a new track. And let's have it be a let's make it a drum kit designer. Let's go through this whole clusterfuck. Drum kit. That's not... Oh, no, that's a drum kit designer. I want a drum machine designer. Come on. Drum kit... Or did they remove that? Is that just, like, not a thing anymore? Drummer? I'm confused. I remember there being, like, a drum machine... Can you just not do that anymore? Percussion? No? Electronic drum kit. Drum machine designer. Okay. Do they still have this? There's a thing that Logic has. It's not really. I don't think a lot of people really liked it, so I don't know if they're really allowing you to. Is this like a legacy thing now? Like, how do I? Come on. Let me click. Come on. I can't even like click it. I can't even open it. What's up? That's strange. Give me 1 second to figure out if this is a sound library thing. Electronic drum kit. Let's try this. The whole process makes it more cool. Every vowel and consonant has its own waveform. Yeah, basically. Music is an extension of like our own, you know, experience with expression and song. And music production just seeks to extend the dynamics and capabilities of what we recognize and you know, paint those impressions onto us. All right. I don't think it might not have the drum machine installed. That's strange. All right. I honestly just kind of don't want to fucking use it. Where, if I could just have like an ultra beat with it, an output, and then like define my own outs, that would be better. Because I don't really need all the things that Drum Machine Designer is doing right off the bat. It'd be cool to use, but I'd have to learn. Do we have it? Nope. What's up? This is strange. I'm just trying to access the... Okay, so we have that. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so... This is strange. Jam pack, reverbs. Is there like instruments that... Since sounds and instruments, that's installed. Drum kit. Then I just installed that. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna look for something really quick. I'm gonna search for this before I dive into this. Sorry for taking these breaks. Did they, like, take it out? Alright. One more thing I'm gonna try before I get into this. I'm gonna try saving this project and restarting it. Just really quick. Okay. Alright. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's sort of a feature. This place. Alright. Let's open this. Trying and true, turning it off and turning it back on again. Yeah. Trying. I still can't open the fucking drum machine. That's bizarre. well. The one thing I can think is that it's putting up a plugin window a place that I can't see it. There it was. I just saw it. Oh, it vanished. Take. Oh, there it is. I got it. I found it. I did it. Oh god, that was stupid. That was really dumb. Okay, give me 1 second. Alright, I got this thing now. So I can go through some general MIDI sounds. I'm gonna see if I can make a sample for every single one of the, like the first octave or so up to the crashes of, like, you know, the generic drum kit general MIDI. And they might not be exactly, like representations of those things, but I'll get things that serve the roles that they need to. Like, for instance, I'm gonna want some snaps. I got a shaker here. I want to use a shaker. You know, have some. You know, I might. You know, use some of my drinks. But before I beatbox, let's. Woo. Come on. What's going on here? There we go. All right, I like this this starter kit here. So basically, how general MIDI tends to work. Let's get the keyboard viewer up. Oh, is it not showing it? Yeah, there it is. No. Yeah, there we go. So usually you have kick, and then like a snare click, then your first snare, then you have a clap, and then your second snare. So this is like, you know, this ends up being your ghost note snare. Then you get the toms. And let's go over the white keys first. So you have, you know, kick, snare, snare, kick, snare, then ghost snare. Then you have your lowest tom. Then up your middle tom, your higher tom. If something wants like a highest tom or like a high percussive element, that's up here. What's that named? This is like a little bongo. This is gonna be another bongo. And then these black keys here are gonna give you extra percussive elements like the click for the snare, below the snares, a clap between the snares, you know, so you can use these three different sounds. I would classify, you know, this is a like a boom boom boom, like a with some extra bass to it. It's got that 808 like boom, like that growl to it. I probably won't make something that has that growl to it. I can try. Then we have these three hats. So closed, or pedal, closed, and then open. You know, that kind of shit. So, and then we get our first crash up on this black key. And then everything above this just tends to be percussion. Usually you get a second kick. Usually there's like 2 or 3 kicks. I might do 2 kicks. And then what's this? Scoop. I don't know what that means. So basically this first octave here is what matters on the keyboard, and it's the kicks. You want two flavors of snare with a click in there. You want a clap of some kind. You want at least 3 toms, low, middle, and high variety. You want some extra tom-like percussion to add into that. And then you want your hats. You want a cymbal, at least one of those. I'm gonna also add a ride cymbal. I don't know if this has those. I don't think it does. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I've done something like this before, but this is, I'm gonna talk about each one of these, like, you know, elements individually as I do this. So, can I make an empty kit? Is that possible? Kit pieces, empty kit. Yeah, don't give me anything. Okay, here's an empty kit. Does it have multi-output? You know, that has to be a track stack, though. It needs... No, I can't be doing that. How do they expect me to do this? Do they want me to, like... Okay, so now all these are in the empty kit. Okay. Okay. So, in our init, we have a channel called init, and in it, we have an ultra beat. And I believe this kit is entirely empty. So, do they have a default kit? Recall default? It's just got a kick in it. Let's see. So here is a bit of oh, this was meant to... I don't wanna select any of these in particular. Can I deselect? No. Stop. Wow. No, I just want to pull up the default kit for the whole fucking thing. Stop. Please. Is it gonna do it just for each recall default? That can't be right. I know there's more samples than just the kick and the default. There's no reason. What's going on here? This is getting real confusing real fast. Why? Okay. What the fuck? It's giving me trouble. This is really giving me trouble. I thought I could just jump into this, but... Alright. Let's do one more software instrument. We're going to make it, not drum kit, we're going to make it ultra beat. Alright. Multi-output. Okay. Now we're going to, this is the user default. Yep. This is what we want. Now, let's copy this. And is this ultra beat multi-output? Yeah. It's 25 stereo. Well then why don't you fucking... Okay. Paste. This is absurd. This is fucking absurd. What is wrong with this? I don't like this. This just got really fucking complicated. And I don't know what to do. Besides just beatbox. I just want to start fucking beatboxing. It's almost 4. Like... This is absurd. Because I wanted to build it into the drum machine thing. Oh, what's this? Alright, let's just do Ultra Beat. Let's not fuck around with the drum machine right now. I'll deal with that later. I'll put that together later. That can be a different stream. I talk about that. Let's just do straight raw Ultra Beat. And mark where everything has to be here. Where's the ride symbol? They do it there. Where's their other crash? I feel like... Yeah, that's fine. Alright. This is gonna be our reference. We're gonna duplicate this, and then we're going to load an entirely empty kit. Tutorial settings, tutorial kit. No, I just want empty kit, drum kit. Just delete all of it. Just fuck. I don't know how to do this. Okay, tutorial kit. Come on. No, fuck. Just give me an empty kit, literally. I had one. Fuck it. And then, oh, jeez. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I can't do that. Oh, fuck! I just lost. Come on. Okay. Please. Please make this fucking easy on me. I just want an empty kit. Come on. Electronic drum kit. Drum machine. Just fuck. Electronic drum kit. Please. God damn it. Oh god, I thought this was going to be easy. I spent so much time plotting this out, and I didn't expect the drum machine shit to happen. This is stupid. This is stupid. Okay, I have not even started. There's 10 minutes of the stream left. This is absurd. I'm gonna go long on this stream. I can't just delete these. I can't just reset them. Fuck. In it. See, I'm gonna forget which ones aren't mine. Why can't I just load a fucking empty drum Ultra Beat kit? Why is that so hard? Is there a way to just clear voices? Ah, jeez. I've been stuck here for like way too long. This is unfortunate. Okay. I'm just gonna Let's just go with my list here. I have my voice doubled over right now because this is like a recording enabled thing. I'm gonna fucking retweet out the stream again because now I'm actually starting this.
Here we go. There. Alright, who's still here? The chat just totally fucking stopped. I just kind of lost momentum trying to figure out how to do this optimally, but, you know, that's not gonna happen. Oh, why is this stuck? Why can't I turn this? Alright. Alright. Here we go. So, I'm gonna try to do 2 or 3 kicks. I'm gonna try to do 3 snares. I'm gonna do hi-hats of the t, ts, and s variety. I wanna do, cymbals, different, like, ch sounds. I wanna also do some inhales as builds, like, that kind of shit. And, let's see. For toms, I might do something like, I'll figure that out. Plucky bass, pumpy bass. Those are gonna be samples. Or those are going to be patches with the simpler synths that Logic has. And then I want to do 2 pads. Alright, so I've been fucking around for like an hour and a half. This is unacceptable. Let's get into this. So, first things I want to do are, like, sounds. I want to have, like, 3 that are solid. I want to have 1 just be, like, dry. Let's do that first. No, I don't want this. Find the best one of that. Okay. Let's get another that's like different kind of. It's got some heft to it. Let's take away the bass drop. Because I want that bass. I think this one right here. I think that's our best candidate. That's good. Alright, so we got one deep. Let's try to do one that's more like, let's try to do one that has like a little bit of buzz in it. Fuck. I can't do it. How are these? Too quick. No. No. It's too spitty. Oh, those are actually... That one. Actually, that one. Alright, so we have... And... I think those are acceptable. This is actually the buzzier one, honestly. And then if I crank these, if I turn these up like 12 decibels... Yeah. trying to figure it. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. That's it. That's that 808. Yeah, check that shit out. There's our kick 3. I think it's this one. Or this one. This one's got more sonorous content to it. You can see it in the waveform. Yeah, that's our winner. Alright. And then if I crank that 12 decibels... Yeah, that's our kick. We got it. 3rd time's the charm. Alright, so let's name this region kick 3. This is gonna be your kick 1. Let's have that be kick 2. This first one can be kick 1. Fuck. Let's do that. Closer. That's it. Okay, here's our kick 1. Alright. And then you... I mean, that's interesting, but... You'll be in a side. Okay, so this is gonna be my kicks. I'm gonna... put them over there. Get rid of these. And let's do some snares next. Actually, okay, let's what's our tutorial kit look like? Yeah. We're gonna work with this. So our init kick, we're gonna drag, we're gonna see if we can find in the library. Let's see, where was it? Pop here. All right, kick 4. Where are you? Alright, so I think what I gotta do is I gotta bounce this in place. Yeah, let's bounce this in, or all of these actually, we're gonna bounce them in place. Is it gonna do all of them? No, I just want each individual. Right, so this can go here. Can it? Come on, sample. There we go. So now, in this drum kit here, that's not right. Is it this one? Where the fuck is it? Yeah. Change your color, change your icon. So I know that you're
what I wanted to build. Alright. So we got our first sound in there. It's kind of quiet, so let's turn it up. I think that's the wrong... No, that's actually not what I was doing. So, wait, okay, so sample. Alright, so we're going to drag this into our new kit. And we're going to turn off all the other generators. Welcome back, Phoenix M. So this is really quiet. There's all this ring mod stuff and filtering going on. There we go. Alright. So now we got a kick. And then where's the kick 2 up here? Alright, we're gonna take all these away. We're gonna make it init kick. And then we're gonna add a sample thing. We're gonna bounce, let's see, kick 2. We're gonna bounce kick 2 in place. Is there a kick 3 in here? Because if there's not, I'm just gonna jump to kick 3. Yeah. Alright, so let's bounce this one in place. How do I do that? Bounce in place. Okay, it's control. We're gonna call it kick. You know, the name it had was fine. Kick 3-bit. Alright, and then we find that file, and then we drag it into the sample for it. That should be. What the fuck? There we go. And then this one is still quiet. Turn the res down. And then let's add an EQ curve that turns the bass up around like 90. And then maybe turn it down a little bit, like A. Alright, so now we can build an envelope for this. This is going to be in 4 in Ultra Beat by default. And it's about 930 milliseconds, which is close to a second. We want it to choke off a little bit before that, like half a second. But we do want a very strong front, so I'm going to adjust this. Oh, my head's in the way. Yeah. So, by default, the amplitude for these things is in curve 4. So, let's adjust this. See, that's choking it off really fast. Originally, it was at 930, which is almost a second. And it sticks around just a little bit too long. So let's... Yeah. Right about there is good. Alright, and then we're going to take... Yeah. Let's do the same thing with kick 1. This one has a pretty quick decay, actually. Because it kind of doesn't need to stick around for very long. Alright, we're going to give this the same base EQ curve. So that way it's more, you know, inherently kicky. Alright. So we have 2 kicks. Nice. All right. Let's move on to. Let me. My colors. No, make me blue. There. All right. Sorry if my mic is quiet when I'm editing this stuff down. My mic was probably quiet through that whole explanation. I really need to fucking focus up on like how my stuff's coming through because I don't think about it when I'm talking. But yeah. So that explanation about the amplitude probably got choked off, but basically by default the amplitude by default the envelope for amplitude of a sample is in envelope 4. And so this one has a really quick decay. It's about 320 milliseconds. Kick 2, which is, more intense, has a trail off of about 730 milliseconds. With a thicker curve on the attack, so it sustains for a little bit longer. So that's what I got for those so far. That's also going to be relevant for kicks or for snares, which sounding phasey again because I'm about to do some snares. So let's get into that. Basically, there's a click which is going to be that's an ejective K basically. I'm going to do a couple of those. There's a few things. There's a few ways I can make this noise, actually. That's the first thing I would think of is like that ejective. But I kind of want to do it like further back, like an ejective Q maybe. Just for that stick click. There's some sounds. Let's find one that sounds like a stick click. Let's take that, and then let's layer that with one of these. No, I gotta just be. See how that sounds. That's it. All right, let's crank that 20 or 12 decibels. There's our stick click. All right, and then I'm gonna bounce that in place so it's, its own sample. Make that like right up against the start. All right, bounce. And this is gonna be click 1. All right, so there's 1. Let's get, fuck all that. Let's get a snare. Do that gated one first. Alright. Hear how I'm getting that fucking, I'm getting the metal in there, getting the snares in there, getting that fucking gate in there.
there's many different aspects to a snare sound. There's the there's many different aspects to a snare sound. There's the crack when you hit it. There's the reverberation of the wood and like the membrane and like the tone that it has. There's the rattling of the snares against the bottom head of the drum. And there's also just how it interacts with the stick, how it bleeds in other things, and especially with production, it's how it's processed, compressed, and gated. The gated snare was originally just like a room mic that was turned up too loud that had like a weird boxy sound to it that sounded good. Now it's just kind of integral for how we shape, the sounds of our snares. They're big and thick and have longer tails than how they used to. It used to just be a snappy, like crack. But I like big snares. Let's do some gated snares, which would be like a KH. Let's see. Yeah, so for the ghost note, it's just going to be like an exasperated K, like a k. Let's hear the thicker snares. I like this. I like this one. This one also looks like it's solid. That one's pretty solid. I might be able to do like a stereo thing with these two. Because they're about the same length. And they start... Yeah, they both start in a way that builds into each other. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna pan this one this way, and then this one the other way. Ooh. Alright, so that's the sides. Let's take a... This is gonna be the higher range of that same snare. It might be a different snare sound. I'll see if it fits. Because I could just as well make this different samples. There. That's pretty good. But it's kind of redundant. So let's take this big snare. And let's do something interesting with it. Let's make these a track stack. Alright. So now I have... Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, make them a track stack and give it... Hey, where the fuck is the dialogue? Where's the dialogue? God dang it. Come on. Logic. It's like asking me something, but I can't find the window where it's asking me. Because it likes to do that. Oh god. It says it's right up there, but it's not showing it. Yeah, sure. What's going on? Why? No! I can't do anything. Can I save? No? What's going on? Show all windows. I can definitely see that there is a dialogue thing. Okay, there it is. Summing stack. Create. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Freaked out too much. There is a way to fix that. Alright, so these two tracks with the snare, I'm gonna cut out the oh jeez. Alright, so these two tracks with the snare, I put them in a... Are they both panned the same way? No. Keep me here. Don't do that. I put them both in a track stack, and then I'm going to use a direction mixer just to combine these two into one sample, like one stereo sample. I could do it, I could just, you know, bounce both of these into one thing, but I want to put this extra step in because it will let me control signal better. So this is a little general production tip. You want a lot of your lows to be in the center. You want most of your like bass content to be in the center. And I'm not fucking paying attention. This is abysmal. I'm trying to like do this specifically like for it to be recording, but I'm not paying attention to like when I'm switching the camera. This is horrid. Okay. All right. So backing up, because now it's on screen. So I took two of the and lined them up in here, and then trimmed them, put them in a track stack, and now I'm using a directional mixer to split the mono center from the stereo, to split the lows into mono and the highs into stereo content. So usually with percussive elements, and for mixing in general, you want the lows to be more consolidated and solid, and you want the highs to be more spacious. So if I just had these both hard panned, and then, you know, made a sample that was hard panned, like there would be conflicting information on two channels in the lower frequencies. So I'm gonna use this to combine them below, let's say 240 hertz. So the meat of this snare is going to be really close to the center, and the highs are going to be spread apart. So it's going to sound like that. So without it, it sounds like, and that's, you know, that's something. But let's see. So without, without. It's very subtle. Let's take the crossover up, and it'll probably have more of an effect. Okay, so taking it up that high actually kills some of the low end. So let's take it down to back to like 280. Okay, maybe 210. Yeah, the low end is actually kind of disappearing. So let's give it a little bit of stereo info. Let's keep it at like 20.
see. Alright, that's good. Okay, so we're going to take this, and then we're going to bounce this in place. And this is going to be our snare 2? No, this is going to be our snare 1. This is going to be our primary snare. Right, so now that we have snare 1, we have the click somewhere. Did we... Okay, and then the snare 2 is just going to be this extra one here. Oh. Alright. Let's take this one, bounce this in place too, and then this one, this little high thing here, that can stay like a little mono thing. That's going to be a ghost note, and I'm probably going to pitch that down anyway. So our k is going to be named snare 2. There's that. Alright, so let's go into our new kit, and let's add these snares in. Let's see, we have snare 1, snare 2. Where's click? Where's the click? There. Okay. I can move these out of the way. Don't need that. Okay. You too. Don't need you. So. Whoa. Voice. Get rid of that. Okay. So we can take away... We can go into here. We'll find snare 1. There's that file. We're going to open up the new kit. Access our snares. Drag them in here. We're going to change this to an init snare. Change snare 2 to an init snare as well. Let's just go through and change all these to inits. Inits, snare, clap, init, snare, or init, sample. Then low tom, we're going to do init, tom, closed hi-hat, init, hat 2. Init, hat 2. Mid tom. Okay, now I see how there is a way this could go better. I may attempt this again as, like, you know, narrative content in my own time. Or, well, you know, standalone recording shit in my own time. Was it this one I was right-clicking? Is it hat 1 I need? Yeah, okay. And then... Alright, so our first snare is going to be our snare 1. Let's actually put it in its sample, so I don't have anything fucking with me. Alright, and then our snare 1 goes here. There it is! I'm playing it. It's very loud. That is so loud. I'm gonna rename this. Snare. SNR1. Alright. Why are you so fucking loud? Alright, I'm gonna take a one EQ curve. I'm gonna drop it. Turn the Q up right around 580. Just to get rid of some center. This is real fucking loud. I don't get... Okay, and let's turn this down a little bit. Yeah. All right. Alright, so we got that snare 1. Alright, and then we're gonna go up to the next snare, which is gonna be this note here. We're gonna drag our snare 2 there into the sampler. Oh, sampler's not on. No, I want this init to be sample. So I can just mess with it raw. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's tune that down a little bit. And then adjust the envelope. Maybe I pitch it up. Okay, let's add an EQ curve. Cool. Now I can clearly see why I didn't notice the beat and elemental was... Yeah. So, this is just affected beatboxing so far. Alright, and then where's that click? It would be here. Alright, so where's our click? Where are you? Where'd you go? We add you here. I'm gonna rename you click 1. And then you, I'm gonna rename snare 2. Alright, so click 1. Alright, let's take some of the bass out. And let's find a peak to push out in the highs. Right around 1700, 1.7K is like, that's got that knock sound to it. And I could probably turn this up a little bit. Or down. No, that's where it is. This needs a little bit of bass. Maybe a little bit of attack too. Zoom. And we can extend, we can, you know, go further into this when we do, like, track effects. But, yeah, that's our snares. They're in there. Okay, now. What else? Hi-hats. So I'm gonna do some tss, and that's gonna be our open hat. Tss. No, don't loop me. Stop! Why is it looping? This thing behind me is really loud. Okay. Tss. 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 Wait. Tss. 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 All right, let's hear how some of these sound. Tss. 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 Yeah. I think maybe this one. Tss. That one's got the most, like, linear... Look at that. Look at how linear tss that is. Straight shot down. Tss. That was good. That sounds fake. I'll use it. The faker it sounds, the more artificial it sounds, the better it is for percussion, usually. Tss. 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 Wait. Tss. 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 Alright, this one too. See if maybe two of these could be... Tss. 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 Alright, and then I might give them the same treatment as... Let's duplicate that. Take these two here. Turn these on. Okay. That kind of doesn't sound good for hat. I think hats sound better mono. I'll just keep this mono. So we have that one, and we have... What if I stacked these and made a mono? Okay, I gotta get that transient right on both of them. There it is. That sounds like a hi-hat to me. I could probably do like a higher like sound for it too. Let's do a really open. That one. Right, and see if I can stack this with these other ones. Add some lows to it. Okay, these are really loud. Let's balance them. Let's turn that one down to 8. Let's turn that one down to 5. Let's turn that one down to 3. Sounds like an energy sword being drawn, honestly. Alright, so we're gonna call this one... We're just gonna go ahead and do the control and stack these into their own thing. Wait, can I chop off a little bit of the... Yeah. Alright. Alright, cool. Let's bounce these, and we're gonna have open hat 1. Okay, so our closed hat, or our pedal hat's gonna be like cheese. Huh! No input source. Oh no, that's a problem. Here we go. Right, we could combine with let's do, yeah, let's do and then let's do Okay, just trying to get those with the highs in them. There's a lot of background noise in here, I can tell. There's a lot of, like, compression on these, too, so. That's more of what I'm looking for. That's it. That's a closed hat. That last one. This is also a good closed hat. I might keep that as a separate. Alright. And then where's the little... Okay, I'm gonna use this as a separate thing. This is gonna be a higher hat. I think this one. Right. I'm gonna call this higher hat. Actually, what happens when I take off these? Take the base away. Yeah. Alright. Higher hat 1. Right, so that's 1 hat sound. Thank you, Morale. Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate this. So we have that. We have... Yeah, that's our higher hat. We have our closed hat. This sounds more closed hat. I'm gonna keep this one. Wait, let's make sure it's right up against the start of that. Ooh, thank you. It just gave me the notification again. Thank you again, Morelli. You got the stomp. And it didn't kill the audio. Thank God. Okay. Alright. So this is gonna be closed hat. Nice. Okay, so we got higher hat and closed hat. We're gonna put those up here. Then where was our open hat? Okay, there's open hat 1. Down there. Audio retained. Yeah. We're slowly fighting the fucking stream difficulties. One day, I'm gonna build my own system for streaming, and ooh boy. You wait and see. Okay. So we got our higher hat, we have open hat, we have closed hat. We need a mid hat. Let's combine all of those. Okay, how about... see, closed hat. Higher hat. Is that... Where the fuck did open hat go? It's over here. I like this. I like this sound. I'm just gonna keep it as FX1. I don't know what this is about. That doesn't need to be there. So, okay. So, where's... I'm just gonna collapse all y'all back here. No. That. Okay, yeah. So, closed. Open. And then we have 2 extras. That's our open hat, and then I just did some I think. Okay, let's make it adjective. Ooh, jeez. This one. This is gonna be our mid hat. Mid hat. Alright, now we got all those. We can, oh, come on, just, wait, can I just, yeah, there you go, okay. So, now that we have all those, I'm gonna go into the new kit. Let's switch my camera over to my screen so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, now let's add these hats in. So, in it, hat 1. Let's make this, I want to make it a sample. And I want hat 1 to be the closed hat. Petal hat. Or no, that's... How do I want this? Yeah. Is this pedal? These sound too much the same. Alright, well, where's open hat? Where'd you go? Where's open hat? Open hat. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So let's start with this hat up here. We're gonna make it a sample. We're gonna drag our openest hat into it. Yeah, and there's that. Alright, so we're gonna distort this a little bit to give it a little more crunch. Interesting. Then we're gonna crank the highs up a little bit with an EQ curve. Now we're gonna take the... Okay, so it's got a sustain on it. It knows what it's doing. But we're gonna take this tail. Let's see, trigger, single, group. It's gonna be group 1. And this is also gonna be group 1. Okay, so that ensures that if I need to do the closed sample, which I'm gonna take the hi-hat closed and drag it into this sample thing. Where's closed hat? Closed hat. There. So I'm gonna drag this in. Where'd you go? Yeah. Alright. I think this might actually be better with the mid-hat sample. Ah, I got my hands backwards. That's where we're at so far. Sorry, I'm clipping the audio, but this could be a little bit louder. Okay, so then we want this middle one here to be... Where's the... Let's see, where's the hi-hat? Let's make hi-hat this one. Or actually, let's make this one closed hat. Let's reset this. Let's make it a knit with sample. All right. And let's drop this, drop all the lows from it, crank some of the highs. All right. And I can turn it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, let's name this one mid hat. Let's name this one CL hat, and let's name this one up hat. Op hat, no. Op hat. All right, so now we have our hats and we have snares. Let's see, what are some other things we can have? There's a clap sample here that we could replace by actually fucking clapping. And it's easy enough to clap, so let's do that. And then, yeah, so let's just find one of these recording tracks. Let's make another one. It's gonna be our clap track. We're gonna call it clap track. And here we go. Let's turn this down a little bit because I'm gonna be clapping right into it. All right, now to layer those. Now we layer. Let's find this, that one, that one, that one, that one definitely, and one of these. All right, so yeah, let's take 5 of these clap tracks. Whoa. Move them over here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So let's line these up. They don't have to be exact, because claps, you usually want them to be a little bit staggered. And I'm going to want to pan this one, this one, this one, and this one. Check that out. Yeah. 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 So we got a clap of just me clapping, and that's layered, and I might be able to add a couple more layered effects onto it. It sounds really natural. You see how staggered all these transients are? I could probably stagger them a little bit more to give it... Like, there's a little bit... Yeah, there's actually a strong trend right here, and I kind of like that. Because it gives the whole thing a snap. Okay, so... Here's our clap. Only really needs to be about that long. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. Then we can fade it out. Alright, so now we can bounce that, and that's our clap. Clap one. We're going to put this up at the top with our other snare-ish things. Punch it with them claps. Yeah. Okay, so then we can repeat the same process to get some snaps. So let's back up, let's take out the clap track, and let's do the same thing, but with snaps. Okay, is that clipping? A little bit. I can't snap with this hand. Alright, did I get a couple good snaps in there? That's one good snap. That's a decent snap. How about the ones with two? Right, now this one with both of them, I'm going to put this one in the center. So it's not panned. Then these two pretty good claps, these nice claps, I'm going to pan them. Yeah, they're panned a little bit left and right. The snappier one, I want to have the more resonant ones be further. Let's get a couple more. Okay, I got like 2 good ones. That's a heavy snap. That one's got it. That one's also got it. Alright. So then these will be our snaps for the library. My finger's feeling it. It's 5:05. Cool. That's about what I wanted. Let's line these up a little bit more, because snaps are usually quicker transients. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Alright. We cut these off. And then fade them. And we can take out some of that noise when we mix it, but we have snap 1. Nice. So we have snap 1, we have clap 1. I'm gonna move this down by oh fuck. Oh wait, it didn't save. Snap 1. Okay. There's snap 1. And put it next to clap 1. Alright. So we got those. Let's make some cymbals, some cymbal sounds, by just going a couple different ways. So let's do that. Fill this out. And then do some inhales too. Or wait, let's add the claps and snaps first. Let's add those to the kit first. Alright, so our clap here. We're going to make this a sample. Now it's empty. Okay, so let's find clap 1. Check that out. Let's distort that a little bit. Just that little bit of snappiness. Or clappiness. Let's add a little bit of 1K, or like 1500. And then let's cut a little bit of like 300. Or no, maybe like 190? No. Maybe 400? This is the only one that really sounds like a voice sample. We can add reverb to that later. Alright. Okay, so there's our clap. Where's our snap? There's this clap 2 up here. This is a ride. Yeah, let's make this one sample. Let's make this one snap 1. Where is it? Yeah. All right. So we got snaps now. Yeah, I can't play anything with I'm not used to reaching up there for the snare. Alright, let's do some cymbals and then some toms. So cymbals I'm going to do pretty much the same way I did the hi-hats, by just doing different kind of and letting them fade, because then I can control it with the channels into sustain. I might do a cymbal grab too. Something like that. So there's really not a way to do a ride, like ding, without like actually fucking doing like a ting. So I'm not gonna try to attempt that, but I am gonna attempt like huge crashes. And it doesn't even have to sound necessarily like a crash. A lot of the time I'll use like a big snare sound with it too. So I'm just gonna try to make like a big like sound. So let's start with actually just doing that. Let's start with a big hit. Let's do big hit and then 2 higher crashes. All right. So big hit, I'm just gonna go boof, like a boof. Boof. That sounded like it clipped some shit. That sounded seismic. I'm gonna turn this down, but you know, keep that. So we got those. That's a big hit. All right. Now let's do some cymbals. Those are all too plosive. That's what I need to do. How do those work? All right, let's combine these two. Hear how it sounds. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Morale. And thank you for the $6 donation. I appreciate that. You have bought me a coffee. or 2 energy bars. Well, not a coffee. You bought me 2 coffees. Alright, now let's actually turn these down, like 8 decibels each. And this is probably going to be one of the ones that I affect more. Let's do a lower layer too. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so let's do center, and then let's pan these. It's gonna be all the way that way. It's gonna be all the way that way. That's pretty good. That's big. And I can EQ that. I can EQ that and bring out different lows and highs if I need to. So this is gonna be our main crash. That sounds like a really good splash cymbal. Like one of those weird, like, bell-shaped ones that, you know, like, one of those Chinese, I think they're like Chinese gong cymbals, some people call them, but those, you know what I'm talking about. Those bendy cymbals, you might not. There's cymbals that look like plates upside down, and then there's cymbals that look like, you know, like they got like a shape to them. Those. It's like one of those cymbals. It's not a splash cymbal. Those are tiny, but it sounds like one of those. We're gonna name this one Crash 1. And then I'm going to take a short break. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm gonna put a song up for you while I go. Please. Waiting on this. Where is it? There we go. All right, I'll be right back.
Another day, another pain. Aches move from my bones to my brain. Let stress follow me to my bed. Deep set restlessness. Sit down, done, I'm through with roughing it. What to do when new meds ain't cutting it? They said to rearrange my ways, but I gotta work hard, so I take hard breaks. I got my peace of mind. I get to sleep alright. I don't need nothing. I ain't already smoked. I'm feeling the vapors. You burn and breathe the paper. Return and leave for later. It's been there since I woke. There's something off about the way I operate. I've had enough of how they say to medicate. But I got magic in my body chemistry. You're not chasing the dragon of long awoken it. He says you got your ticket price, now turn your tokens in. Yeah, I got my peace of mind. I get to sleep alright. I don't need nothing, I ain't already smoked. I'm feeling the vapors, you burning right through paper. Returning me for later, it's been there since I woke. There's something off about the way I operate. I've had enough of how they say to medicate. But I got magic in my body chemistry. I got my herbal remedies. I get through my day by day. Herbal remedies.
Cool. Anyway.
2, 1, nice.
This
No,
is the
stop.
7th octave of the harmonic series.
Okay. Had that ready. Okay. I'm back. Let's get back at this. It's 5:30. Let's see if I can get somewhere by 6. By meaning get somewhere, I mean get through the drums. I might do a few more streams like this where I do other samples, but if I can at least get through the drums today, that would be cool. So we got one crash. Let's do the same. We have this sort of thing. No. That. Jeez. All right, let's line them up. I like that. All right, and this is going to be our Crash 2. Or bomb. Sometimes I just call these bombs. All right. So we got 2 crashes. Now let's go back into the new kit and add them. So here's our first crash. Let's make it init sample. We're going to make it crash 1. Alright, yeah, that's good. So we want, like, right power into that transient. Come on. I do want this one to sustain. Alright, now we're going to turn up a little bit of highs in this band. Just give it more of a cymbal sound. More of the shimmer, less of the highs. Just more like the really highs. So we get some of that shimmer. Then we're going to drop a lower... Drop around 300 hertz. Or maybe more like 200. That seems good. Alright, so we got some stuff going here. Where's the second crash? Is there another? Crunch? Fuck the ride symbol. I'm just gonna have the ride symbol be the next crash. Alright, let's make the ride symbol in its sample, and then drag the crash 2 over it. Actually, what happens if I copy voice and sequence, and then paste it? Alright, and then just replace the sample. Oh, it cuts out the lows. Okay, so let's crank the lows a little bit. Yeah, that's seismic. Alright. So this is a little bit loud, but... Okay, so we got some cool stuff. Let's turn the hi-hats down a little bit. They're kind of loud. All right. Nice. All right, so we got 2 like big crash things. I'm actually gonna turn this down a little bit, or tune it down, to kind of hide the fact that it's me going boof. I like that. Is there a kick too? It's that. Okay. Got it. Right, so we got all those. Let's see. What's next? Toms, I would say. And I can't get toms, like, the way that I want them. I'm gonna do something to substitute. I'm gonna do some
of that shit.
Okay, let's do that. All right, let's find some pitches in there. That one. Sonorant. Tom Pluck. All right, this is gonna be our higher one.
My cheek hurts now. Let's get a few more. Just for the camera. Yeah. I have a clapper. Oh my god. Sorry. We could have 4 toms. Let's do that. Let's make each of these a tom. So we can get... Yeah. Yeah, that'll fit. That'll fit fine. That. Fuck. There we go. What happened? Where'd they go? Here. Alright, let's bounce these. Turn this shit off my voice. Alright, let's bounce. So you are... High Tom 1. Low Mid Tom 1. Mid Tom 2. And then low tom. Is this one trimmed? No. I didn't trim that one. Alright. Then I can go take these, put them in the Ultra Beat, my new kit. Cheek hurts watching you do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be feeling that probably the rest of the day. Thankfully, I don't have to do that every time I record because I'm making samples. Okay, so init tom. Yeah, let's change this to sample. And then we're gonna go with our lowest tom. Why is that so, like... quiet? Alright, we're gonna call this Tom Low. Alright, and then we're gonna copy.
Whoa. Paste. We're gonna make this our mid-tom 2. No, wait, it was mid-tom 2B I needed. Mid-tom 2B. Tom mid-low. And then paste voice. Tom mid-high. And then I'm gonna paste it again here. Tom high, okay. No, I didn't paste the voice here. Tom mid-high. What the fuck? These two are fine. Copy. Paste. Okay, there we go. Alright, so then mid-tom. I add here. And then paste voice. Tom high. Then I add the high tom into here. And I should have... Oh, there's no sample there? Mid-tom 2B? Oh, did it not? There we go! Yeah, this is Ultra Beat from Logic. So there's our toms. We could tune these down if we wanted. Let's tune them down each maybe a fourth. Or no, a sixth. Let's make them all A3. One cool thing to do with toms is to actually tune them to the harmonics of your track. So they hit notes that are like part of, you know, the scale that you're in. Oh wait, did I knock that one down? A2, 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 or the A3? No, A3. A. Jesus Christ. I gotta do everything myself. Come on. Just give me A3. Okay. Oh no, it was A2. I'm dumb. A2. A2. This is like a weird scale. Oh! It's that chord. Alright. I want to crank these. Alright. So, as far as mouth sounds go, we have kick, snare, snare 2, stick click, clap. I gotta take away that little fade at the end. We got a clap. We have our toms. We have our hats. Let's see. Haven't done anything with that one yet, but we have a crash 1 and a bigger crash. What else? We have this kick 2. And then what else? This snap up here. So, let's see. Cymbals, toms. Then one last thing I want to do is some builds. So I'm just going to do some inhales and then sample them. Here we go. No, stop. Go all the way up here.
Let's solo this, so I don't have that happen. Do one more of those. Okay. Yeah, I'm still going. I'm almost done with the drums. And then I'm probably gonna tap out for the stream. Alright, so where's the panned ones? This is panned, this is panned. Okay. So let's take this up here. And let's drop this one and this one into like a layered thing. Alright, let's actually do two. Okay. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay. And then started about here. Yeah. And call this Rise 1. And then these two. We're gonna call these Rise 2. Actually, I want to do a... This one's longer than the other one. Let's do one more. Almost. Okay. It sounds kind of creepy. Okay. And then, okay, yeah, then one center. Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. And then this is going to be Rise 2. Okay, so now we got our two Rises. Let's go back to New Kit. They're at the bottom of this library here. Where can I put these? There's Noise. Oh, is this not soloed? Yeah,
There's this noise, and then there's this crash. And then a wood block. I feel like this noise here, this would be the place to put that. So let's make it an init sample. Give it one rise here. Alright. Okay, we're gonna call this rise 1. Alright, and then we're gonna run this through distortion. Okay, wait. Alright, yeah. So this is rise 1. It's gonna be right under the crash. Now I want to give it some distortion so that it hides some of the voiciness of it. Then I want to give it a little bit more highs. And then sync some of the mids. So that way it's really wide. And then bring it down a little bit. Yeah. And then this has a sustain to it too. Alright, so I'm gonna copy. No, don't do that. No, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, wait. Okay, I gotta redo that really quick. There's no, like, undo? Undo? Crash 1. Where's the crash 1? So this... What's up? Okay, so it's not doing that. Okay. So let me... Can I undo? Here's a rise 1. Alright. Alright, okay. Let's redo this EQ really quick. Okay. There we go. That's back. Call this rise 1. Alright, now I want to copy the voice, and then... This one that says metal hit, I'm going to leave that for something else. But this one up here, this symbol, I'm going to paste that. I'm going to give it rise 2. Where's rise 2? Where'd it go? I just fucking had it. Swear to God, I just exported rise 2. Did it not do that? Okay, let's do it again. Rise 2. Okay, now we should have it. There's rise 2. Let's drag it here. Rename this rise 2. And then it should be up here. Okay, so we're gonna increase the drive. Alright, and let's bring this down. Make it, like, low. Bring up the bass. And then bring it down. Okay. Ooh, that's creepy. I like that. Sound of my soul leaving my body. Okay. So that's all that. That's all the drums. That's all the drums that I want to add today. There's a couple more things I could get. Like, there's that one that says metal hit. I kind of just want to take... Let's just do that. Let's just get a little metal hit in there. Now we have a metal hit. How many times did that clip? Like every time? Every time it wasn't dull. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. No, flatten that. Right, and then duplicate. These two, and pan them. I have a fever, and the only percussion is more thermos. God. Alright, and then let's make this... Let's give it some gentle panning. Cool. Right. Metal hit 1. Cool. Alright. Let's take this to the new kit. Find this one that says metal hit, and we're going to replace it with a sample that is metal hit 1. What if... I kind of don't like that. I thought that was a good idea, but now I don't think so. Yeah. All right. Let's I'm gonna okay, so I'm going to save. It's metal, all right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna save this as 2020 beatbox kit. I think, let's see, the claps, the snaps, and the thermos were the only things that were not beatboxed. I got a full kit. You know, got a lot of stuff. So, yeah, that's been the first stream like this. It is almost 6. I was going to go into doing different kinds of samples, like bass samples and pads and synths, but those are less about samples and more about like presets. Well, not presets, but more about like the software instruments. So I think, you know, this is a good place to cut off. So that's all I wanted to do for this particular stream. It's been the first stream of 2020, and of course, started out with some technical difficulties and gave me a little bit of trouble before I got started. But I'm gonna let you in on something that I've been saying for a while, but it's something that I'm actually putting more effort into. I'm trying to, like, my New Year's resolution is to try to consolidate as much of my effort as possible. Meaning that I want to try to weave all of the things that I'm doing back into each other somehow. Etc. Reverse is a little bit difficult because it's sort of tangential to the stuff that I'm doing from Patreon, but there's other like huge goals that I have, and ways that I'm cutting in on them. If you've seen any videos or pictures of this studio, if you've seen any pictures or videos of this studio, you might notice that we have a lot of stuff laying around. And it sort of just happens when, you know, someone moves or someone moves out of here, or if, you know, someone dies or someone gets a new thing. Stuff just sort of ends up dropped off here, and there's quite a bit of it. There's spare storage space that we could be putting it, but it's filled up with actually the spare storage from the last thing that was here before my dad even had the storefront, which is a kitschy little craft shop called Grandma's Attic. One of the first things that we're going to do as a first order of business this year is we're going to be starting like eBay with local pickup, Craigslist, and Reverb fronts. And so we're going to be selling a lot of shit that's around here that we don't need. Basically because it's 2020, there's so much stuff that's digital, there's a lot of this stuff that doesn't work and is taking up space, and it gives us an excuse to comb through everything we have, see what's usable, see what's broken, see what we can get money for, and do that. As we expand, hopefully it won't even like take a few months, but we're going to be shipping things out. And so, you know, cheap music equipment, or like good vintage music equipment for cheap and stuff like that is going to be part of the trajectory for this year. That's one of my goals. And one of the things that I'm doing to keep myself to that goal is I started like a vlog thing to try to get down, you know, editing beats and stuff, and it ended up being that I had so much stuff to catch up with already that I couldn't edit as much as I wanted to. But I kept doing the vlog beats, and I have quite a bit of footage of me just like talking through stuff that I'm gonna make into like sorry. I have a lot of end of year stuff that I'm gonna make into like a, you know, welcome to this year sort of vlog by the end of the month, most likely. And then sorry, I'm being gross. And then I'm going to start posting regular updates, like vlogging things that I'm trying to do around here. And I really want to have stuff to show for you guys. And and I'm at a point where in between like music releases and other fictional stuff, I have the spare time to sink into that, and it, a lot of it ends up being, tedious, mindless, busy work that I can just, have fun while doing, or think about other things while doing. So that's my venture, turning the front storefront in this place into a place that can sell all of the stuff in here. So that way, we can get a little bit more money to do renovations and the like. That's the main thing I'm going to be doing this year. Music is going to sort of be... I'm taking a different approach to music this year. I may not do too much new original content. I'm probably going to be iterating on stuff that I already have. So, music video ideas and redoing stuff from scratch on stream to, demonstrate something. Doing covers. There's a few cover albums that I want to put out. There are some original things that I'm going to be working on, but I would rather spend more time like workshopping them than trying to go full force on it. There is a release that we do have ready, or almost ready for this year. I got to do some extra mix work on it. But that's how that's gone. So yeah. What else? Pan is going to continue. Pan may take a break. That story might take a hiatus as I move into a different story that is relevant to it, and I may pick Pan up after I'm done with that story. There's some things that need to happen in sort of a timely fashion because their narrative is pretty topical to things that are about to play out, basically. So I want to make sure that I'm doing the right story at the right time. But that's probably going to be all over the place this year, as Etc.verse is. I'm looking into help with content management and editors, and I'm going to try to expand my streaming capabilities into doing, I've been talking about doing planned streams forever, but I've never really had a trajectory. Now that I've been doing this for a while, I sort of know what things to make focus down on, and I'm going to be trying to stick more toward recording, more as treating you guys as a live studio audience and recording stuff that can be edited on YouTube. I've been saying this for fucking ever. The difference is that every night these past few weeks I've been doing vlogs and popping things up and going and editing highlights and getting that muscle memory in my brain. And honestly, I want to do more content for YouTube that's educational about music and just sort of tips and tricks and advice, maybe some stuff that's specific to Logic. I want to make so my streaming focus is going to be focused a bit more on that. There's probably going to be some doing songs from scratch and just fucking around, but as much as possible, if I stream once a week, I want to make sure that I go into streaming knowing what I'm talking about, basically. So that's how things are going to change this year. Also, I have an Instagram. I am waiting for Instagram to let me there's a couple things I'm waiting on, so I don't want to give out my my username right now. But it's not ready. But a lot of the progress of cleaning out the theater and studio and renovating things as we go is going to be, snapped on Instagram, at the time that it happens. So that's another place you can follow me, and I'll have links up, on case.dog and my Twitter and everywhere else. So that's it. Next week, I am most likely going to do a stream where I do the where I add patches for bass, pads, and synths, and then after that, I'm probably gonna be doing another recording stream or jam stream with Jared. But I'm gonna try not to plan too far ahead because I know how that goes. But my goal is that the main thing that I'm worried about is there's a whole lot of potential, right? There's a whole lot of stuff that could be being used and could be being done, and I just want to make sure that time and effort is being put in the right place so that things are more accessible. You know, I want to be able to film videos out there more. I feel like I could have been doing that the past 3 years. It's just so hard to make this stuff accessible. So, we're getting things back into order. It's been an interesting last few years. You know, moving into the position that I'm in, basically. And I'm about ready to like get trucking like hardcore. And I feel like this is the year that's gonna matter. You know, it's the start of a new decade. So, things are just gonna be more apparent. Like all of the differences that have sort of settled are making more sense, and I'm ready to work with them. So, are you doing a Pester Quest stream this week? I'm not sure that I'm going to continue doing Pester Quest streams. And as of right now, I'm not sure that, like, aside from people I'm already recording lines for, I don't really know how much Homestuck content that I'm going to be able to do this year. I'm trying to keep up with the stuff that I've promised people and all that, but I can't really. It's been getting more and more difficult to find the time to balance my energy between all the things I want to do and keep up with Homestuck. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing a Pester Quest stream. That might not be a thing anymore. It's a little bit too exhausting for me. Because I feel like I have to be way more talk show host when I'm doing those. And it started out being, you know, just like, I'm just going to go on and anyone who's in the call can just join. But it very quickly became like a little bit more pressured than I wanted it to be, and that's not really where I want to be putting my effort this year. So that's what I think about that. All right. But we have a drum kit, and it plays like this. Wow. Please. Please let me. Yeah. Fuck. 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 And that's all me. That's all from scratch. So, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I hope this year is, like, I hope this year treats you well. I hope, you know, as we move more and more into the future, I hope everyone stays safe and is able to have the experiences that we want to. I don't know how ready I am to take on this year, but I have a feeling I'm gonna learn a lot, and and I have a feeling that, like, you know, there's a reason I had to lie low for a bit. But yeah, let's see. It's 6:11. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna plan out the rest of my week and you know, the next few weeks and the next things that have to happen. Probably gonna meditate, clear my head, and hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys have a good week. Hope you guys have a good everything. Like, that's the thing, is like, you know, this is me saying like, hey, go out and have like a, and you know, it's weird because this is it's a new fucking decade. It's crazy. Like, I had conscious thoughts in 2010. That's bizarre. I was a content creator in 2010. God. Huh. So strange. It's really strange to be in 2020 and, you know, alive, honestly. So thanks so much. Have a nice night. Have a nice week. Have a nice month, year, decade, you know, century. Let's have a good one. I'll see you guys around next week for the rest of these patches. I'm going to refine this drum kit a little bit, and I'm probably going to put it up for archivists. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to be doing a bit of an adjustment to the Patreon tiers that gives more stuff to the lowest tier and drops the price of the lunatic tier. And makes another few tweaks here and there. So, look out for that. Look out for that. Thanks so much for coming. Now I'm going to sign off. Good luck out there. Keep climbing. And do not look down. Happy 2020.